Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered, are we alone in the universe? Well, what if I told you that scientists have just uncovered signs of potential life on a distant planet? How mind-blowing is that? Today we're diving into one of the most exciting discoveries yet, an exoplanet 124 light-years away that might just hold the key to answering one of humanity's biggest questions. Could this be the breakthrough we've been waiting for? Stay tuned, because this discovery might change everything we know about life beyond Earth. The search for life beyond Earth. Hey, explorers, imagine this. You're looking up at the night sky wondering if we're truly alone out here. Pretty mind-boggling, right? Well, recent discoveries have shaken the foundations of that thought, making the question more relevant than ever. Just recently, scientists might have found signs of life on an exoplanet, one that's 124 light-years away. The discovery was made possible by the powerful James Webb Space Telescope, and the implications? Huge. This isn't just another space mission where we find a planet with a similar atmosphere. No, this one could actually hold the key to something far more incredible, proof that life exists elsewhere in the universe. In today's video, we're diving deep into the findings, exploring what they mean for us here on Earth, and discussing how this discovery is changing everything we thought we knew about life beyond our planet. Could this be the first step toward answering one of humanity's biggest questions? Are we truly alone? Keep watching because you're about to join me on a journey that could alter the way we look at our place in the cosmos forever. Meet K2-18b, the ocean-covered exoplanet. Alright, let's talk about the star of the show, K2-18b. K2-18b is what scientists call a Hycean world. You might be wondering, what does that mean? Well, this planet is covered in oceans and the atmosphere is rich in hydrogen, an exciting combo when you're looking for life. It's located in the habitable zone of its star, meaning it's the perfect distance to possibly support liquid water, which we know is essential for life. Think about it, liquid water on another planet. Mind-blowing, right? Now here's where it gets even more intriguing. K2-18b is very different from our own Earth in many ways. Despite being about 8.6 times larger than Earth, it shares some crucial characteristics with planets we could actually live on. The real kicker? This exoplanet is a prime candidate for future missions to explore life beyond Earth. Imagine what kind of secrets it could reveal about the universe and our search for extraterrestrial life. The excitement of discovering a planet with these kinds of conditions is that it pushes the boundaries of what we thought was possible. And trust me, we've only just begun. Stay with me because the best part is yet to come. The role of the James Webb Space Telescope. Alright, let's talk about the tech that made this discovery possible. The James Webb Space Telescope. If you haven't heard of it yet, let me introduce you to the most powerful space telescope ever built. Think of it as the Hubble telescope's cooler, more advanced cousin capable of seeing farther into space and with a level of detail we've never had before. Imagine having a pair of super-powered binoculars that can pick out the tiniest details on distant planets. JWST is like that, but on a cosmic scale. Thanks to JWST, scientists were able to analyze the light coming from K2-18b's atmosphere. This wasn't just a quick look, the telescope meticulously studied the light as it passed through, revealing a wealth of information about the planet's composition. JWST detected the presence of molecules like water vapor, methane, and hold on, dimethyl sulfide, a compound linked to biological processes here on Earth. The beauty of JWST is in its precision. It can look deep into the atmospheres of distant planets, helping us detect signatures of life from millions of miles away. It's like being able to read a book from a planet light-years away. So when you hear life beyond Earth, you're hearing the results of years of hard work and technological brilliance. The JWST is rewriting what we thought was possible in space exploration. The discovery of dimethyl sulfide. Hold on to your seats because this is where things get seriously interesting. One of the most exciting discoveries from JWST's analysis of K2-18b's atmosphere is the detection of dimethyl sulfide, or DMS. Now what does that mean? Well, on Earth, DMS is produced by tiny organisms in our oceans, like phytoplankton. It's one of those substances that's essentially a biological byproduct, something that nature produces when life is present. And guess what? It was detected on K2-18b. Why is this a big deal? DMS is a potential biosignature, basically a chemical fingerprint of life. It's not something you typically find in non-living processes. On Earth, it's linked to the activity of marine life. So finding it on K2-18b opens up the tantalizing possibility that similar life forms, maybe not exactly like what we know on Earth, but life nonetheless, could be thriving on this distant planet. But before we all get too excited, let's remember while this is an incredible find, DMS could also be produced by non-biological processes. Scientists are still working to understand all the factors at play. But make no mistake, this discovery is a major step toward answering one of the biggest questions humanity has ever asked. Could K218b be harboring life? Well, this finding says maybe. What does this mean for the search for life? So, what does all of this mean for the search for life beyond Earth? Well, this discovery of DMS on K218b is a game changer. While we still can't say for sure that life exists on this exoplanet, the evidence is compelling enough to make scientists sit up and take notice. If this is indeed a biological signature, it would be the strongest evidence we've found so far that we're not alone in the universe. And that, my friends, is huge. But here's the kicker. We've been searching for life in the universe for centuries, but finding definitive proof has always been elusive. This detection doesn't just throw a lifeline to the idea of extraterrestrial life, it actually fuels the fire of possibility. Imagine, after all this time, being able to say that we've discovered potential life, not just on another moon or comet, but on an actual planet, one that could be incredibly similar to Earth in many ways. This finding doesn't just get us closer to answering that age-old question, are we alone? It opens up new avenues for exploration, forcing us to rethink our criteria for what constitutes life. Maybe it's not as rare as we thought, but let's be clear, we're not popping champagne just yet. The discovery of DMS might be a sign, but we need more evidence to make a conclusive statement. The hunt continues, and this finding gives us the momentum we need to push further into space. The next few years of research are going to be electrifying. The future is closer than ever. Implications for humanity. Now let's take a moment to consider the bigger picture. If we confirm that life exists on K218b, it would completely shake up how we see ourselves and our place in the universe. For centuries, humanity has grappled with the question of whether we're alone, and every new discovery that points to the existence of life beyond Earth brings us closer to understanding that we might not be. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? The idea that there could be other beings with their own civilizations, maybe even their own versions of us out there. But it's not just about the wow factor. If life really exists elsewhere, it opens up a whole new chapter in science. Think about how biology might be different on a planet with an ocean and a hydrogen-rich atmosphere. How would life adapt? Could organisms thrive in extreme environments that we once thought were inhospitable? What if life on other planets doesn't even resemble anything we know here on Earth? This could change the course of medicine, technology, and even our philosophy about life and existence. And it doesn't end there. The discovery of life elsewhere would challenge many of our societal, religious, and cultural views. It would ask us to redefine what we know about life, consciousness, and our place in the vast, mysterious universe. One thing's for sure, it would forever alter how we see the stars and our understanding of life itself. Future missions and research. Alright, let's look ahead. What comes next in this incredible journey of discovery? Well folks, while K218b is exciting, we're just getting started. This finding is only the tip of the iceberg, and the road ahead is paved with more questions and more missions to uncover the truth about life beyond Earth. The James Webb Space Telescope is already scheduled for more observations, and future missions are going to follow in its footsteps. One exciting prospect is the upcoming missions to explore other Hycean planets, worlds like K218b, which have the potential to harbor liquid water and life. Scientists are looking for planets with similar conditions to K218b, hoping to catch more signs of life in the vast ocean of space. We could also see missions to collect atmospheric samples from these planets, which would give us a closer look at their chemical makeup, biological markers, and more. And let's not forget the advancements in technology. The next generation of telescopes like the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope could bring us even closer to discovering the truth about alien life. These tools will allow us to study the atmospheres of exoplanets with greater precision, looking for biosignatures that could hint at life. The search for life is far from over, and this discovery is the beginning of an exciting era in space exploration. The future is bright, and who knows, the next big breakthrough could be just around the corner. Let's keep our eyes on the stars because the universe still holds many secrets waiting to be uncovered. And there you have it! The possibility of life beyond Earth is no longer just a dream, it's becoming a reality. What do you think? Could we really find life out there? Or is it just wishful thinking? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the universe's greatest mysteries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more mind-blowing discoveries. Until next time, keep looking up, and stay curious about the cosmos. This is Space Facts, and the universe is waiting to be explored. Have you ever wondered how the universe will end? What will happen to Earth, to the stars, and to everything we know? Imagine watching time unfold at a breathtaking speed, from the rise of civilizations to the ultimate fate of everything. What does the future hold for us, and for the universe itself? Time-lapse of the future. A journey to the end of time takes us on an extraordinary ride, offering a glimpse into a future that is both awe-inspiring and a little unsettling. Are you ready to explore the mysteries of time? Let's dive in and find out together. Journey to the end of time. Have you ever wondered what the future holds? Not just the near future, but the distant, unfathomable future of the entire universe? Imagine if we could compress billions of years into just a few minutes. That's exactly what time-lapse of the future, a journey to the end of time, does. This isn't just a time-lapse of Earth or our solar system, it's a cosmic odyssey that takes us from the present day all the way to the ultimate fate of the universe. Created by John Boswell, this 29-minute film offers a breathtaking exploration of what's to come as time unfolds, both for our planet and for the universe at large. As the future speeds by in a few short minutes, we're given a front-row seat to the wonders and the mysteries that await us. From human achievements to the most extreme cosmic events, this film pushes the boundaries of what we think we know about time and existence. You'll experience the rise and fall of civilizations, the birth and death of stars, and the transformation of entire planets, all happening at once in a stunning visual representation. The film opens in the year 2019, introducing us to the Anthropocene, a new geological age defined by human impact on the planet. But this is just the beginning. What happens next is both awe-inspiring and sobering. The film takes us on an incredible journey, showing us how the world changes faster than we can ever imagine. And ultimately, how everything, even the universe itself, will meet its end. It's a thought-provoking ride that leaves you contemplating your place in the vast, ever-moving river of time. And the best part? It's not just a journey of the mind, it's a visual experience you won't forget. The Anthropocene and human milestones. The future isn't just about what happens to the universe, it's also about what we, as humanity, will achieve along the way. Time-lapse of the future begins by placing us at the dawn of the Anthropocene era. The world we know today is shaped by human progress, and while it's easy to focus on the challenges we face, this film reminds us of our potential. The Anthropocene marks the point in time when human activity began having a profound and lasting effect on the Earth, everything from the construction of cities to the rise of new technologies. As we move through the future, we witness the incredible milestones humanity will achieve. Imagine this. Humanity has finally set foot on Mars, opening the door for interplanetary travel and establishing our presence on another world. This isn't science fiction anymore, it's a possibility within reach, and that's just the beginning. The film zooms in on our future space explorations, including the possibility of human settlements beyond Earth. What will it be like to live on Mars? How will we adapt to the harsh realities of space, and what role will technology play in our survival? But the journey doesn't stop there. It's not just about getting to Mars. The future is filled with even more ambitious plans, from harnessing the power of renewable energy on a global scale, to potentially even altering Earth's environment to make it more hospitable for future generations. With every milestone, humanity takes a step closer to becoming a true spacefaring species. As the years pass in this fast-forwarded timeline, we see Earth transform in ways we can only dream of today. It's a future that inspires us to think bigger and bolder about the path ahead. Cosmic events and Earth's transformation. As the future unfolds, Earth undergoes monumental changes, but it's not just human progress that takes center stage. It's the unpredictable and sometimes violent forces of nature that shape the planet. Imagine watching as Earth evolves over millions of years, transforming before our very eyes. In this section of the time-lapse, the film highlights the dramatic events that will change our world forever, many of which seem almost too extraordinary to believe. First, we witness the return of the famous comet Hale-Bopp in 3357. Its presence in our sky would be nothing short of awe-inspiring, a cosmic reminder of the vastness of space. But that's just the beginning. Over time, Earth's environment begins to shift in radical ways. Sea levels rise, submerging vast portions of the planet's coastlines, and the Earth's surface starts to look vastly different from anything we recognize today. Imagine cities swallowed by the rising tides, leaving behind only the memory of a once thriving civilization. But there's more. In the year 5360, an asteroid impacts Earth, triggering a global catastrophe. It's a stark reminder that no matter how advanced we become, the forces of nature remain unpredictable and powerful. As the film continues to move forward, the Sahara Desert, once an arid wasteland, transforms into a lush, tropical landscape, showing how climate and geography can change in the blink of an eye. As the years press on, humanity might not be the only intelligent species we encounter. In 4226, the Voyager 1 spacecraft passes by the star Gliese 445, which is expected to be one of the nearest stars to Earth. Could there be alien life forms beyond our understanding? This section of the time-lapse reminds us of the fleeting, fragile nature of our world, and how everything, every creature, every city, could be erased by forces much greater than ourselves. The death of the sun and the end of life. The inevitable truth is that no matter how much we achieve as a species, no matter how far we venture into space, the end of life as we know it is written in the stars. Fast forward to over 2.9 billion years in the future, and the Earth we know is no longer recognizable. The sun, which has sustained life for eons, begins its final transformation. Its increasing luminosity marks the death of all plant life, a harbinger of the slow, relentless extinction of everything dependent on the sun's energy. The oceans, once teeming with life, slowly evaporate and Earth's atmosphere becomes increasingly hostile. The temperature rises to unbearable levels, making it impossible for life to survive. As the sun continues to expand into a red giant, it engulfs the Earth, turning our once vibrant planet into a lifeless, scorched rock. It's a poignant moment in the time-lapse, one that forces us to reflect on our place in the universe. Yet as heartbreaking as this destruction seems, it is merely the beginning of a much grander cosmic evolution. As Earth is consumed by the sun's final stages, our star becomes a white dwarf, its once blazing heat reduced to a faint cold glow. It's the ultimate reminder of the impermanence of everything, even the stars that have guided us through the darkest nights. This segment in the time-lapse doesn't just show us the death of a planet, it challenges us to think about our own legacy in the grand scheme of the universe. What will remain when humanity is gone? What mark will we leave, if any, on the universe as time marches relentlessly forward? The degenerate era and black hole dominance. As the universe continues its journey through time, it enters a period of profound transformation. Welcome to the degenerate era, a future where the stars, once burning bright with energy, have exhausted their fuel and faded into the cold darkness of space. It's a universe populated by the remnants of stars, white dwarfs, neutron stars, and the towering, mysterious black holes that dominate the cosmos. These dead remnants continue to drift through the void, their existence marked by the slow ticking of time, a stark contrast to the vibrant explosions and glowing nebulae we see today. In this era, gravity becomes the universe's most powerful force. With most of the stars having burned out, the universe grows darker, quieter, and colder. The once glorious spiral galaxies we recognize today are no longer filled with the radiant light of stars. Instead, they're populated by these invisible giants, black holes, absorbing all matter that comes near, growing ever larger with each passing century. Entire star systems are swallowed up, never to be seen again, as the universe slowly empties. This era is a chilling reminder of the universe's eventual entropy. The once luminous galaxies and nebulae that filled the night sky are replaced by the crushing silence of space, where the only sign of life is the slow, inevitable death of the stars. It's an era where time seems to stand still, and life, as we know it, seems like a fleeting memory in the vast, unchanging expanse of space. The degenerate era asks us to confront a harsh reality. In the grand scheme of things, our existence is but a brief moment, a tiny spark in the dark void of eternity. The black hole era and proton decay. As the degenerate era fades, we enter the black hole era, a time where the universe is defined by the influence of its most enigmatic and powerful objects, black holes. These cosmic giants, which are already a dominant force in the universe, begin to completely shape the destiny of all matter. Over time, the black holes grow even larger, their immense gravity warping space-time itself, pulling everything in their path into their all-consuming depths. But this isn't the end. Even these mighty black holes eventually face their own end. In a mind-boggling twist, the universe's matter begins to disintegrate. Protons, the building blocks of atoms, start to decay, turning the universe into an even more barren place. It's almost as though everything that once defined the universe, the stars, the galaxies, the very atoms, slowly unravels at the seams. The film imagines a universe where matter no longer behaves as it once did, where even the most basic building blocks are no longer stable. This process of proton decay leads to the disintegration of everything, as atoms break apart and the universe becomes a giant sea of radiation. In the black hole era, the universe is no longer the lively, dynamic place we know. Instead, it's a cold, lonely expanse, dominated by the power of black holes and the gradual decay of all matter. As stars and galaxies fade away and even the basic structure of atoms dissolves, time itself becomes meaningless. What remains? Just a vast emptiness where the only thing left is the lingering presence of black holes, reminders of the cosmic events that once filled the universe with light and energy. The end of the universe and the arrow of time. And so we reach the end of the universe, a final chapter that is as inevitable as it is awe-inspiring. The universe, once filled with stars, galaxies, and the potential for life, slowly fades into an unimaginable void. The last black hole, having consumed everything it could, begins to evaporate, a process known as Hawking radiation. This marks the final moments of the universe's existence as we understand it. The fabric of reality itself begins to unravel, and all that's left is the ultimate fate of everything, a dark, cold, lifeless void. But even in this end, there is a sense of profound beauty and mystery. As the universe reaches absolute zero, time itself ceases to have meaning. The film takes us on a journey through this cold, silent expanse, asking us to reflect on what it means for time to end. It's a haunting thought, yet an essential one. The arrow of time, which once moved in a clear direction from past to present to future, reaches its final destination. The film concludes with a powerful meditation on time itself. Brian Cox's narration reflects on the fleeting nature of existence, urging us to appreciate the present moment. The universe may be dying, but our consciousness, our awareness of time, is alive. In these final moments, we are reminded that even in the face of absolute destruction, there is value in our brief shining moment of existence. This ending is as much a philosophical statement as it is a cosmic one. It forces us to confront the ultimate question: what will we leave behind when time itself expires? In a universe where everything eventually fades away, the question of meaning becomes all the more pressing. The universe may end, but our understanding of it, and our connection to it, remains as the final spark of life in the vast, endless dark. And there you have it, an incredible journey through the future of the universe. From the rise of humanity to the unimaginable end of time, we've explored the mysteries of space like never before. What did you think? How do you imagine the future unfolding? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this mind-blowing ride through time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Space Facts for more incredible content about the wonders of the cosmos. Until next time, keep looking up, there's so much more to discover. Just 4.2 light-years away, a planet orbits the closest star to our sun, Proxima Centauri b. It sits in the habitable zone where temperatures might allow liquid water, and maybe, life. This isn't science fiction, it's one of our most promising hopes beyond Earth. For centuries we've asked, are we alone? Now a small rocky world near a red dwarf star keeps that question alive. If you could stand there, on alien soil under a dim red sky, would you feel wonder? Or the weight of possibility? Let's dive into the secrets of Proxima Centauri b, and what it could mean for our future. Proximity to Earth. What would it be like to live on another planet? Well, we might not need to venture too far to find a new world, because just over 4 light-years away from us is Proxima Centauri b. That's right, the closest exoplanet that might one day become humanity's potential second home. You might be thinking, 4 light-years, that's pretty far. But let's put it in perspective. If we were to travel to Proxima Centauri by using current technology, it would take us about 70,000 years. That's a seriously long road trip, but on the cosmic scale, it's actually relatively close. Proxima Centauri b orbits around Proxima Centauri, a red dwarf star that's located in the Alpha Centauri star system, the closest star system to our own sun. While our sun is a yellow dwarf star, red dwarfs like Proxima Centauri are much smaller and cooler, but they also burn their fuel for far longer. That means Proxima Centauri could keep its planet stable for billions of years, which is exactly what we want for a habitable planet. The proximity of Proxima Centauri b to Earth makes it a fascinating candidate for exploration, and thanks to our growing technological advancements, who knows, maybe one day we'll set foot on this distant world. The thing that makes Proxima Centauri b even more intriguing is that it's within reach compared to other exoplanets, which are often hundreds or even thousands of light years away. So, while we can't pack our bags and go just yet, this planet offers a real hope for future generations to travel, study, and perhaps even live beyond our own home planet. Isn't that exciting? Location in the habitable zone. The most exciting part of Proxima Centauri b, its location in the habitable zone. You've probably heard this term before. It's often called the Goldilocks zone, and it's where conditions are just right for liquid water to exist on a planet's surface. Not too hot, not too cold. It's the perfect sweet spot for life to thrive. And guess what? Proxima Centauri b sits smack dab in the middle of this habitable zone. Being in the habitable zone is a game changer. It means that just like Earth, Proxima Centauri b could have liquid water on its surface, which is one of the key ingredients for life as we know it. Think about it. Water is essential for all known life forms, from the tiniest microbe to the largest mammals. So the fact that this planet is positioned at just the right distance from its star means it has the potential to harbor conditions that could support life. This is one of the primary reasons scientists are so eager to study Proxima Centauri b. It might not just be a planet, it could be the next big discovery in our search for extraterrestrial life. But it's not just about being in the habitable zone, it's about how Proxima Centauri b's orbit interacts with its star. Unlike Earth, which is in a stable orbit around the Sun, Proxima Centauri b's orbit is likely to be influenced by the intense stellar radiation from its red dwarf star. That's a challenge. And we'll talk more about how that affects its potential for habitability in the next sections. But for now, it's enough to say that being in the habitable zone gives Proxima Centauri b a huge advantage in the search for life beyond Earth. Could it be the place where life is waiting to be discovered? Only time will tell. Earth-like size and composition. So what makes Proxima Centauri b so fascinating? Its size and composition. Unlike the gas giants like Jupiter or Saturn, Proxima Centauri b is a rocky planet, much like Earth. It's about 1.3 times the mass of our home planet, which means it's large enough to have a solid surface but not so big that it would be a gas giant. This is a huge advantage because it means that, theoretically, Proxima Centauri b could have an atmosphere, oceans, and even land masses just like Earth does. Imagine a world that could resemble our own in some ways. It's like having a twin out there in the vast expanse of space. The fact that Proxima Centauri b is a rocky planet opens up so many possibilities. It could have similar geological features like mountains, valleys, and maybe even volcanoes. Its surface might be shaped by tectonic activity, just like on Earth, where the plates beneath our feet shift and create the continents and oceans. And speaking of oceans, Proxima Centauri b's Earth-like size means it could potentially have water in liquid form, which is crucial for life. The idea that a planet in our cosmic neighborhood could have a solid surface and liquid water makes Proxima Centauri b incredibly intriguing to scientists. They're excited to study the composition of the planet's surface, its possible atmosphere, and whether it could support life forms similar to what we have here. If Proxima Centauri b is truly Earth-like, it could also offer a glimpse into the types of conditions that make a planet habitable. The more we learn about it, the better we can understand what's needed for life to thrive on other worlds. The fact that this planet is rocky and roughly the size of Earth only adds to its allure as a potential new home for humanity, or at least a place to search for extraterrestrial life. Potential for liquid water. Let's dive into one of the most exciting aspects of Proxima Centauri b, the potential for liquid water. Water is the key ingredient for life as we know it. And for years, scientists have been on the lookout for planets that might have water in its liquid form on their surface. Proxima Centauri b, situated in the habitable zone of its star, could be one of those rare gems where liquid water could exist. Being in the habitable zone means that Proxima Centauri b is at the right distance from its star, not too close so that water would evaporate and not too far so that it would freeze. This perfect distance could allow the planet to have water in liquid form on its surface, which is essential for life. Picture vast oceans, rivers, and lakes, just like here on Earth. And water doesn't just provide a home for life, it's also a key ingredient for maintaining an environment that could support complex ecosystems. It could even be the thing that makes this planet more Earth-like than we ever imagined. But there's more to this. The possibility of liquid water on Proxima Centauri b also depends on the planet's atmosphere, which we don't fully understand yet. If the planet has a thick atmosphere, it could create the right conditions for water to remain liquid on its surface, even if Proxima Centauri emits strong radiation. Without an atmosphere, the water would quickly evaporate or freeze, making the planet less likely to support life. That's why studying Proxima Centauri b's atmosphere is one of the biggest focuses for scientists. If they can determine that the planet has the right conditions, they'll be one step closer to answering the age-old question, are we alone in the universe? tidally locked rotation. Let's take a moment to talk about something that makes Proxima Centauri b quite unique: its rotation. Unlike Earth, where day and night give us a rhythmic balance, Proxima Centauri b is likely tidally locked to its star. This means that one side of the planet is always facing the star, while the other side is in eternal darkness. It's a fascinating phenomenon that happens when a planet's orbit around its star syncs up with its rotation in such a way that it always shows the same face to the star. This tidally locked rotation can create some extreme conditions on Proxima Centauri b. On the side that faces its star, temperatures could soar to unimaginable heights, while the dark side would likely be freezing cold. These vast temperature differences would create unique weather patterns, possibly even powerful winds or atmospheric currents that move from the hot side to the cold side in an attempt to balance out the heat. The intense heat on the day side and the icy cold on the night side might make life as we know it challenging, but it also opens up possibilities for life forms to adapt to such extremes. Maybe life on this planet doesn't thrive in the traditional sense, but in some way we can't yet imagine it finds a way to exist. Now, if Proxima Centauri b does indeed have an atmosphere, it could mitigate some of these extreme temperatures, circulating heat between the two sides and perhaps creating a more habitable environment. That said, the tidal locking of the planet could make the atmosphere's stability a major factor in determining whether life could survive here. It's a delicate balance, but one that might lead to the discovery of life forms unlike anything we've ever encountered before. Stellar activity and radiation. There's no denying that Proxima Centauri b is a fascinating exoplanet, but being so close to its star as a red dwarf brings some serious challenges for its habitability. Red dwarfs like Proxima Centauri are known for their stellar activity, which includes strong solar flares and radiation bursts that can be harsh on nearby planets. So, while Proxima Centauri b is in the habitable zone, the question arises: could it withstand the intense radiation from its star? Let's dive into that. Proxima Centauri, unlike our Sun, is much smaller and cooler, but it's also far more active. It regularly emits powerful flares and radiation, which could strip away the atmosphere of a planet in the habitable zone. This radiation could bombard the surface of Proxima Centauri b, making it harder for life to exist, especially if it lacks a strong magnetic field or protective atmosphere. Imagine being in a constant battle against radiation that could fry the surface and potentially evaporate any water that might exist. It's not an easy environment to thrive in. But here's the twist: Proxima Centauri b could still have a fighting chance. If it has a thick atmosphere, much like Earth's, it could protect the surface from harmful radiation. Additionally, some scientists believe that certain life forms could adapt to these conditions, developing protective mechanisms to survive in environments with high radiation levels. After all, life on Earth has found ways to thrive in extreme conditions, from deep-sea vents to radioactive zones. The ability of Proxima Centauri b's atmosphere to withstand its star's harsh radiation will be crucial in determining whether this planet can support life, or if we're looking at a world where only the toughest organisms could survive. Scientific interest and exploration. Proxima Centauri b has certainly captured the imagination of scientists, astronomers, and space enthusiasts alike, but what's next? What are the next steps for exploring this fascinating exoplanet and uncovering its secrets? The truth is, Proxima Centauri b is a top contender in the search for habitable planets and extraterrestrial life. It's a planet that could offer us insights into the possibilities of life beyond Earth, and with the right tools and technology, it might not be as far out of reach as we once thought. So, how do we study a planet that's over 4 light-years away? With the development of advanced telescopes and new technologies, astronomers are able to gather more information about Proxima Centauri b than ever before. One of the most exciting prospects on the horizon is the use of next-generation telescopes, such as the James Webb Space Telescope, which is designed to peer deeper into space and study the atmospheres of distant planets in incredible detail. This could help scientists determine if Proxima Centauri b has an atmosphere, how thick it is, and whether it contains the necessary elements to support life. In addition to the tools we have today, future space missions could take us even closer to understanding Proxima Centauri b. There are discussions within the scientific community about sending probes to explore this distant exoplanet, though it's a massive undertaking that would take decades to accomplish with current propulsion technology. One potential mission could involve the Breakthrough Starshot Initiative, a project aimed at sending small, light-powered probes to nearby stars at a fraction of the speed we're capable of now. These probes could send back data on the planet's surface and atmosphere, dramatically enhancing our understanding of its potential habitability. While we're still in the early stages of exploration, Proxima Centauri b holds the promise of answering some of humanity's biggest questions. Is there life beyond Earth? What does a potentially habitable planet look like up close? By continuing to study this distant world, we not only expand our knowledge of the universe, but also bring ourselves one step closer to understanding our place within it. This pursuit might be the key to discovering a new world for future generations. Thanks for joining me on this journey to explore Proxima Centauri b, one of the most exciting potential habitable worlds beyond our solar system. While we still have many questions about its true nature, and whether it can support life, every discovery brings us closer to understanding our place in the cosmos. The universe is vast and full of mysteries just waiting to be uncovered. Stay curious, keep looking up, and remember, space holds endless wonders for those who seek them. And if you love discovering the secret of the universe, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more adventures. Since the dawn of civilization, humans have stared at the stars, yearning to understand our place in the vast cosmos. Ancient astronomers mapped the heavens with curiosity and awe, while today's scientists have uncovered a stunning truth. The universe isn't just expanding, it's accelerating. Yet the biggest question still looms larger than galaxies themselves. What ultimate destiny awaits the universe? Will it stretch endlessly into an icy dark void, or could it one day collapse in a fiery cosmic finale? Join me as we unravel this breathtaking mystery where science meets the edge of imagination, and the future of everything hangs in the balance. The cosmic question. What if I told you the universe is not just expanding? It might be racing toward a fate so strange and mysterious that it challenges everything we know about time, space, and existence itself. This isn't science fiction or a far-off fantasy. It's a cosmic puzzle that has captivated scientists, philosophers, and curious minds for decades. Will the universe stretch endlessly, growing colder and emptier until nothing remains? Or could it one day reverse course and collapse back in on itself, like a giant cosmic heartbeat pulsing through time? Or perhaps even more unsettling, might it tear itself apart atom by atom, unraveling the very fabric of reality? These mind-boggling possibilities sound like something out of a sci-fi novel, yet they come directly from the most cutting-edge research in astrophysics and cosmology. Today, we're embarking on a journey to explore one of humanity's most profound and thrilling questions. What is the ultimate destiny of our universe? Whether you're someone who loves gazing at the stars or simply want to understand the future of everything around us, this adventure will guide you through astonishing theories, surprising facts, and the mind-bending nature of space itself. So prepare your imagination and curiosity, because the fate of the universe may be far stranger and more fascinating than anything you've ever imagined. The Big Bang and the beginning of expansion. Almost 13.8 billion years ago, the universe had its dramatic beginning, not with a bang as the name suggests, but from an unimaginably hot, dense point smaller than an atom. This moment, known as the Big Bang, set everything in motion. From this tiny speck, space itself began to stretch and expand, creating the cosmos we call home. Early on, the universe grew at an astonishing pace during a phase called cosmic inflation, where it ballooned exponentially in a fraction of a second. This rapid expansion smoothed out the universe, setting the stage for galaxies, stars, and planets to form billions of years later. What's remarkable is that this expansion didn't happen in space. Rather, space itself expanded, carrying everything along like dots on an inflating balloon's surface. Scientists have traced back this expansion through observations like the cosmic microwave background, the faint afterglow of that first moment, which acts as a snapshot of the infant universe. Understanding this explosive origin is key because it explains not only how the universe began, but why it's still growing today. But the real mystery starts with the question: will this expansion ever stop? Is the universe still expanding? For centuries, humans have looked up at the night sky and wondered if the cosmos is static or changing. Then, in the 1920s, a groundbreaking discovery shattered old beliefs. Distant galaxies aren't just sitting still, they're speeding away from us. This phenomenon, called redshift, acts like a cosmic Doppler effect, stretching the light waves and proving that space itself is expanding. But here's the twist: this expansion isn't slowing down. Thanks to powerful tools like the Hubble Space Telescope, scientists found that the universe's growth is actually accelerating. The surprising culprit behind this mysterious force is something we call dark energy, an invisible energy making up about 68% of the universe and pushing galaxies apart faster and faster. Dark energy is baffling because we can't see it or measure it directly, but its effects shape everything from galaxy clusters to the very fate of existence. Understanding how and why the universe keeps stretching reveals not just where we are today but where everything is headed. The cosmos is far from static, it's an ever-evolving masterpiece, driven by forces we are only beginning to grasp. Theories about the universe's ultimate fate. When it comes to the universe's future, scientists have outlined three dramatic possibilities, each with its own cosmic drama. The first is the Big Freeze. Imagine a universe that expands forever, galaxies drifting so far apart that stars burn out, leaving a cold, dark emptiness. Over unimaginable eons, everything fades into silence as heat and energy dissipate. The second scenario, the Big Crunch, paints a very different picture. What if gravity eventually overpowers expansion? The The cosmos could reverse course, shrinking everything back into a dense, fiery collapse, like rewinding the universe's own birth. Lastly, there's the most extreme and unsettling idea, the Big Rip. If dark energy grows stronger over time, it could eventually tear apart galaxies, stars, planets, and even atoms, ripping the very fabric of reality apart. Each theory depends heavily on the nature of dark energy and how it behaves over cosmic timescales. The fate of everything we know hangs in the balance between these incredible, mind-bending outcomes. What happens next might rewrite the story of existence itself. The role of dark energy. Among the most profound mysteries of the cosmos lies something both invisible and overwhelmingly powerful: dark energy. This mysterious force doesn't just influence the universe, it dominates it, making up nearly 68% of all cosmic energy. Unlike gravity, which pulls things together, dark energy pushes space itself apart, driving the accelerated expansion of the universe. Scientists first suspected its existence when they noticed galaxies speeding away faster than expected, defying the slowing effects of gravity. But what exactly is dark energy? Is it a constant, unchanging force? Or could it evolve over time, perhaps weakening or intensifying? These questions fuel cutting-edge research and debates in cosmology today. Understanding dark energy is crucial because it determines whether the universe will expand forever, collapse, or rip itself apart. Unlocking its secrets may not only reveal the fate of the universe but also challenge our understanding of physics itself. Dark energy remains one of the biggest enigmas, a ghostly presence shaping everything around us in ways we are just beginning to comprehend. Recent discoveries and changing perspectives. The universe is constantly surprising us, and recent discoveries have started to challenge long-held assumptions about its fate. Some new research hints that dark energy might not be as constant as once thought. Instead, it could be slowly weakening over billions of years, opening the door to a future where cosmic expansion could change course, or slow dramatically. This shift in understanding is shaking up cosmologists, forcing them to reconsider how the universe might evolve. Cutting-edge projects like the Dark Energy Spectroscopic Instrument are mapping millions of galaxies with unprecedented detail to track these subtle changes. These observations could redefine cosmic models and hint at new physics beyond our current theories. It's a reminder that the universe's story is still unfolding, and every discovery brings us closer to answering whether the cosmos will expand forever or take an unexpected turn. The journey to uncover our universe's destiny is ongoing, filled with thrilling discoveries that challenge everything we thought we knew. The uncertain future. The fate of the universe remains one of the most profound mysteries we face, an enigma wrapped in dark energy, cosmic expansion, and time itself. Despite decades of research and incredible technological leaps, scientists still don't have a definitive answer. Will the universe continue expanding forever into an icy, silent void? Or will it someday collapse back, triggering a cosmic reset? Perhaps it will unravel at its seams in a violent big rip no one has yet fully imagined. What makes this question so fascinating is how it pushes the limits of our knowledge and imagination, reminding us that we are explorers in an ever-expanding sea of the unknown. The universe's story is still being written, and every new discovery adds another chapter to this cosmic saga. So as we gaze into the night sky, let's embrace the wonder and uncertainty, because it is precisely this mystery that fuels our quest for understanding. The universe may be infinite, but so is our curiosity, and that might just be the greatest force shaping the future of all things. Thanks for joining this cosmic journey into the fate of the universe. If you enjoyed exploring these mind-blowing mysteries, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Space Facts, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an adventure beyond the stars. Your support helps us bring more fascinating space stories right to you. Got questions or theories about the universe's future? Drop them in the comments. We love hearing from curious minds like you. Stay curious, keep looking up, and get ready for the next incredible adventure with Space Facts.